Hello and welcome to Handy Ranch. In this series of videos I'll show you how we raise meat chickens. This is our first go around. I'm going to show you if anything went wrong, hopefully nothing does, and what we're using, what we're doing, and whatnot. So let's get started. Today is Wednesday, August 11th, 2021, and we'll be having the chicks for about 8 weeks, so we're going to butcher them sometime in October. Now what I got from my brooder here is a watermelon box from a local grocery store. I put a piece of cardboard in the bottom because there's a big rectangular hole in the bottom, and filled it with pine shavings. And for these holes I just put some packing tape over it to keep them from hopping out. And I'm going to get the feeder and water ready, and I'll show you what I'm doing for heat. All I'm going to do for heat is just put hot water in a coffee can, and that may sound kind of simple, but we did that with a group of Rhode Island Reds we raised for egg chickens, and it worked great. So I'll use that and just hot water. For feed, we have this stuff. It's 18% protein. I don't know how it'll work. Like I said, this is our first go around, so we're just going to try it, see if it works well. If it doesn't, we'll have to switch to something else, but I hope it does. So here's my setup here. I put some feed on the cardboard. It's supposed to help them find it easier, something like that. Just see people do it. Like I said, never done this before. I mean, we did it with Rhode Island Reds, but I didn't do a whole lot for that. And with the can, I put some cardboard around it because the water is really hot. And I drilled some holes in it to let the heat out. I don't know if that works. With the Rhode Island Reds, I used a rag, but it got really trashed, and I don't really want to deal with that, so it feels okay. I just use cardboard. So now, we just have to wait till we get them. We have a friend who's going to pick up the chicks and bring them to our house. So, big thanks to them. Just have to wait till they get here. Well, it is still the same day, and we do not have our chicks. So, we were on a group order of 220. We were originally going to have 20, and it went out to a couple other people, so we did a group order. And when our friend went to pick them up, 56 of 220 were dead. It appears to be the post office fault and not the hatchery. So they're going to bring the remaining alive ones back to their house and help them out a bit and deliver them tomorrow. So today is not the first day of chick raising. Well, now it's Friday and we still don't have the chicks. Our friend's supposed to bring them today. They decided to keep them another day. They kept them Thursday, and the brooder kind of help them out because they're still doing kind of sickly, and 6 more of them died, so that's not great. We'll see how many we end up with. Like I said, we originally ordered 20, but we might only end up with 15 or less. So I'll update you when they show up. Well, we got the chicks here. I think our friend gave us 20, so that's nice. I haven't counted them yet, but that's what it looks like. So, big thanks to them. Now, on to the raising process. We'll see how this goes. So, I'll update you if anything goes wrong, which I hope it doesn't, or tomorrow. Well, it's the next day, Saturday, and they're all doing great. I didn't mention this yesterday, but I put apple cider vinegar in their water, and I've heard of people doing that, and it's supposed to help them. So, I don't know. We don't have grit in the feed, and I'm not sure if we're supposed to have that or not. Kind of just forgot it, but it seems like they're doing fine without it. And to clean up the droppings, I just layer more chips on top, and that it kind of builds the compost layer and stuff. So they appear to be doing well. So hopefully that keeps up. Oh, another thing, I fill up the cans before I go to bed, and then with hot boiling water, and it lasts through pretty much the whole night. And I'll say the cardboard kind of protects them from getting burned because the boiling water is very hot. So, but it's not like super great for conduction. Like the heat doesn't transfer it to it very well. So, if you're gonna do it in like early spring, you might want to use something else to cover it. I don't have any suggestions, but if any of you out there do, please leave that in the comments. Well, it's the next day, and here's what I found. It's Sunday. Yeah, bummer. I think I accidentally left the feeder out all night. I took it out to layer some wood shavings when I put the cans in before I went to bed, and I don't know if that's what did it, or and a lot of time at night they don't even use the can. They're mostly clumping together, so I found its head under the wood chips when I came here, so I don't know if it's just smothered or starvation, but that's kind of weird. Bummer. Well, it's the end of Monday, and they're doing pretty good still, other than that one. And I just set up their cans and filled up their water, so I'm going to turn out the lights and let them settle down so that I can move them by their can, because they all like to clump up if I don't move them manually. Hopefully we're doing good still tomorrow. Well, it's the end of Tuesday and we're still doing pretty good. They're really tearing through their feeder, eating most of the feed and water and stuff. I keep layering wood chips, keep it clean. Also make compost, hopefully anyway. And I keep having to put the water on blocks to get it at their head level. It's a little shallow right now. It's mostly buried in wood chips. There's actually two 2x4 blocks under there, and I'm going to have to put another one on to raise it up. But they're doing pretty good still, so that's good. Well, this is Wednesday evening, and we're still doing pretty good. They really are making a mess, so I have to keep laying the wood chips, tearing through their feed a lot faster. And I try, like I said before, I try to keep their water at head level because it kind of helps keep it cleaner. So I just keep putting pieces of 2x4 and stuff under it to lift it up. Well, it's Friday. I missed updating on Thursday, but they're doing fine. I haven't been adding the apple cider vinegar as much. I don't know if it makes a difference. I'll try maybe adding some tomorrow. It's kind of late today. But I keep adding the cans. I think we're supposed to move them out on Monday, but they honestly seem kind of small to me, so I'll have to look into that a little more. I'm going to be moving them into a chicken tractor, which I made a video, 2 videos on that, on me building it, so be sure to check those out. But they look like they're doing fine. With the feeder, I'm letting it run out. I don't know if I need to refill it. Like I said, I've never done this before, so I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing. Surprise. So they seem to be doing fine. So I'll just keep it up. If anyone else has any more experience than I do, please be sure to share that experience in the comments. I'd love to hear it, and so would everybody else that doesn't know what they're doing. Well, it's Saturday, August 21st, and we're still doing fine. I think, since it's been 2 weeks, and they seem pretty well without the cans, like I'm not even filling them with hot water during the day, because it's warm in the garage, because that's where they are, in the garage. And when I keep stacking these pine shavings, it feels like it's giving off heat too, and they don't really seem to care about the cans much at all. So, well, right now it's late. I'm going to fill up their water before I go to bed, and I'm going to leave the cans cold tonight, so I don't think it should be a problem. Well, it's Sunday, and they're still doing fine. I should maybe take the cans out if I'm not going to use them, because they're starting to get up on top and make a mess. They're getting pretty messy. Well, it's Wednesday, August 25th, and I missed updating 2 days, but that's okay. Nothing happened except for yesterday. I changed out the feeder and water, and today I'm going to move them out to their tractor. Well, I got them moved out here okay. I just did it in a Walmart box. I just had a Walmart box laying around. And I'll put them in there. They were really beginning to stink, so I'm glad we moved them outside. It's about 2 weeks and 2 days since hatch date. And most people, I was reading 2 weeks to 3 weeks. It kind of varies, but I think they'll do fine. The highs have been in the 90s, and I don't know what the lows have been, but it's been pretty good. So I think they'll be fine. If you're interested in building this tractor, I made 2 videos about it. So be sure to check those out. But hopefully they're still doing fine tomorrow. And nothing eats them. I'm back. It's Thursday, the 26th of August. We had them for about 3 weeks now. Had them, not since they hatched, so they're doing pretty good since I moved them. Except one of them died. I have no idea why, so that was 2 dead. And then when I moved them this morning, one got stuck behind the edge and absolutely got butchered and died shortly after. It was all mangled out. A bunch of feathers got ripped off. So that was great. Look. So now we're down to 17. But the surviving few are okay. So hopefully nothing eats them. I think if I were to build this tractor again, I'd put wire on the bottom. We haven't had any problems yet. But hopefully we won't anytime soon. Well, since that's about 3 weeks of having them, I think I'm going to end it there. So stay tuned in the next few weeks. I'll try to post that. And until next time, have a good one. Bye.